Hey Star Wars fans, Budget Jedi here, and you are looking at a mess that is my Jedi and Sith 4-inch figures collection. Basically anyone that either has a lightsaber or is somewhat force sensitive. I've collected a lot of them, maybe 30 or 40 figures, and I've kept them away. Felt like making a display out of them to show off what I have so far. Haven't done that in a while. And as I've done in a previous video, some of you might have seen before, I like to make a ladder type stand to display my figures, and for that I like to use these priority mail boxes. They're not only free, but they come with a sealable glue, and they're easy to put together, glue together to make these ladder type stands. So as you see here, I've got a bunch of the boxes that I'm about to build. Here's what I made so far. It's basically a mountain of small flat rate boxes, and it takes about 20 minutes to do. And they're not all full boxes. As you can see, I've cut off some of them so that I can put it right up to the wall. And the reason I did this kind of design is because I use these clear Protect stands for my figures, and so I measured it so that they would fit exactly the width of one stand everywhere that I would be putting these on. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go outside now and spray paint this whole thing with white color. Okay, here's a look at my step display. I spray painted the whole thing white because I wanted it to kind of match the wall and be in the background. Here's a final quick look at the back of it. It took about 20-30 minutes, and I'm hoping it can fit at least 30 of my figures. Alright guys, there's my display. Got all my Jedi and Sith figures on it. Keep in mind, these are like the figures that I have loose. I got some more, from the Geonosian battles, etc. But they're carded. So some of my figures are carded because I like them that way. And these are the loose ones that I either bought loose or were given as a gift, or that I prefer to use in a diorama. So let me ramble on a little bit about each and every one of these. On the top here is the original, of course, Jedi and Sith from original trilogies. Darth Vader, I believe that's from Saga Legends. The vintage line Jedi Knight Luke, and the legacy Obi-Wan Kenobi, as well as vintage original trilogy collection Yoda from 2004. So those are my favorite Yoda and Obi-Wan figures. And let's move on to the second row here. I've got my favorite prequel trilogy Jedi pair. That's young Obi-Wan and of course Qui-Gon. I believe these are both from the vintage collection. Next we have a very cool figure. This is not from a movie at all. This is the concept Anakin Skywalker from the Legacy line. A very cool figure. This is my favorite Anakin figure because the way his clothes are kind of resembles Darth Vader, so I like the way it looks. Next we have a bunch of Emperor Palpatines here. These are my favorite Emperor figures. Both of them are from the Legacy line, I'm pretty sure. This is probably my favorite Emperor figure here from the Legacy line because it has that really scarred, messed up face. I believe that was actually shown in the original Star Wars before it was deleted. But I love that look. And this is another crazy Emperor looking figure from the Legacy line. Both of these I display without lightsabers because that's the way I see the Emperor should be. Next we have a very, very special Darth Vader here. This was actually custom made by my YouTube friend E the Angel 2220, a very good customizer. He had sent me a screen accurate Final Moments Darth Vader with the severed wrist. I don't know if you can see that. It's got like, the severed wires coming out, and the helmet's really dusty and messed up. That's just perfect for dioramas. Moving on here on the third row, we've got the vintage collection Emperor Palpatine, or Darth Sidious, I should say. Got Darth Plagueis from the Black Series. This is Count Dooku, of course. Followed by the movie version Darth Maul from the vintage line. Next we have the very special Darth Maul. This is the cyborg Darth Maul from the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, I believe in 2009 if I'm not mistaken. I love this figure so much that I actually made a video, a diorama of this character attacking the Lars homestead. Next we have some game figures here. This is from the Force Unleashed. This is Galen Marek, pilot version and the light side version. And this character also is from the Force Unleashed. She is Shakti from the game. And this is, of course, now we're getting into the territory of like the Jedi Council members here. We have Shakti movie version and Pablo Gil from the Black Series. Very freaky looking Jedi. Next we have a Legacy Crook. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. And here is Kit Fisto from the from the Vintage Collection line. And of course the leader of the Jedi Council, Mace Windu. And over here we've got a couple of like second generation Jedis. From left to right we got Cade Skywalker from the comic pack, Jaina Solo, and Jason Solo. So these are very cool kind of expanded universe figures. Here's one of my favorite expanded universe characters, Kyle Katarn. Got to know him from the game's Dark Forces around the 1990s. Next we have three of my favorite Siths, probably. From left to right is Darth Talon. Very cool looking Sith. We have Darth Krayt in the middle. And of course we have Darth Nil. Now these three characters, I believe, have their own storyline in the comic series called Legacy, Star Wars Legacy. Check it out if you guys have time. Next we have a Clone Wars figure. This is Night Sister. I don't watch the Clone Wars, so I don't really know much about her, but she just looks so good. I thought she was very well painted, so I really wanted her as part of this lineup. Next we have Darth Nihilus from a 3-pack. And got a couple of figures here that don't really belong. You know, like General Grievous isn't really a Sith, but he's got all those lightsabers, so I had to put him in there. Next we have Savage Opress from the Clone Wars series. He just looks so cool. He's not really something that I follow. I don't watch the Clone Wars, but really looks good in there. Going to the bottom row, we have shirtless Darth Maul, Darth Bane, Darth Malak. Got that from eBay for about 12 bucks. And we have Lady Lumia here from a comic pack. That's a very cool looking figure. She comes with an alternate head, like a Mara Jade head, but I believe she looks better this way as Lady Lumia. Next we have Darth Malgus, followed by Darth Malaval. This is from Entertainment Earth. I got this a while back, a long time ago. I don't think they make him anymore. Next we have very cool looking Knights of the Republic. These are, I believe their names are Antares Draco on the left, Siegel Dare, and Ganner Krieg. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Next we have Mara Jade from the same wave as Pablo Gil, Black Series. Then Bastila Shan. Then we have, of course, Ayla Secura. That's a very nice figure from the vintage line, or the vintage collection I should say. Next we have Plo Koon. I really like this Jedi because he's like the only one that I feel looks as cool as a Sith. And all the Siths have like all the weapons and cool looking faces, but not a lot of Jedis do, so I do like him displayed right there in the corner. And finally I got some more Jedis from the Geonosian battle here. Boltar Swan, Stas Ali, and Agen Kolar from the Legacy line. So that's pretty much all I have Gonna be enjoying this display for the next few weeks or so. I would love to see your display as well. If anyone has a Jedi and Sith collection, or even just a slideshow, do let me know. YouTube unfortunately does not let you post video responses anymore, but what you can do is send me the link or post it right down here in the comments. I would love to check out other people's collection and what they consider to be essential in their loose collection. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble. And I will see you guys on the next video.